Hello sunshines, welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we're going to be discussing their next move towards you. So we're going to be discussing the core energy happening here, what's happening internally with this person, their emotional state, what their next move will actually be, how they're going to justify that move, what they hope will happen with you, and some various obstacles, timeline, and advice in this reading. So if that sounds good to you, continue watching. All right, so we've got pile 1. We have this beautiful metallic rose here. Pile 2, we have this beautiful yellow rose from my garden as usual. And pile 3, we have this beautiful metallic star flower. Alright, so pause the video, take a think about which pile you feel the most drawn to, and as usual we'll be going through tarot cards, daily affirmations, what they want to say to you, and celebrity oracles. And yeah, pause the video, think about which pile you feel the most attracted to. It's possible to be attracted to multiple piles. In that case, you may want to watch multiple readings to see which one resonates with you the most, and timestamps will be in the comment section and the description below. Hello pile 1, thank you so much for picking this beautiful metallic rose. Let's get into your reading. What's their next move towards you? Alright, so in the oracle cards, the initial oracle cards that we have worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life, and we have Pablo Picasso, make seduction the greatest work of art, begin all affairs with good intention, remember it's not age, it's experience. Okay, so the initial vibes that I'm getting from these oracle cards that are coming out from you is that this person is going to be more of a slow strategist, so that their core energy is more thinking and observing you rather than kind of communicating their feelings towards you, so that this connection is moving slowly and that their next move towards you is going to be quite slow. Let's get into the tarot cards to see what else they have to say about this specific person in pile 1 and what their next move will be towards you. All right, so all right, we have the Tower card coming out. Okay, we have, all right, quite a few cards coming out. Wait, let me just lay those out. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Empress card. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles upright. And let's see some more cards here. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles and we have the Five of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I definitely think this person is in an observation phase. I think when I see the Tower card, they've had something really bad happen to them recently. I think it could have been a disastrous breakup or something really bad in their family, like a huge level of conflict. And honestly, their mind is not really in that romantic headspace right now. I think they've been thinking about you. They've been in a time of like quite a lot of reflection, and I get that from the Three of Wands. They've been in this more like stagnant period where they haven't been traveling, they haven't been going to new places, and their mind hasn't really changed very much, but they've been observing and thinking quite a lot about different things in their life. And I think it's the same with you, like they've been thinking more about you than they've been explicitly communicating to you. When I see the Eight of Pentacles coming out, I think this person is quite like, they're quite a loyal person who works hard towards what they want. So they're quite consistent with their affection and things like that. But when I see the Five of Wands in reverse and some of the Two of Pentacles here, this person has been feeling this kind of gap between their emotions and what they're willing to show you. They've been feeling some confusion in regards to that, just because of what's going on in their life and because of all of this kind of, because of what's going on in their life, there's quite a chaotic internal feeling with this person, is that they're kind of replaying past interactions. So if this person has been through a really bad breakup, they're replaying that terrible kind of romantic past in their head, and that's keeping them from taking that step towards you and expressing that they like you or that they would want this crush to move into something different. They're kind of analyzing different conversations. I feel like there's a lot of this ruminatory anxiety coming out from here. Like there's a complete lack of swords cards here, so there's that lack of communication completely, and there's like wands and pentacles energy coming through here in reverse. And I think like a lot of this is just ruminating about things, over analyzing conversations. They may feel like there's been an opportunity before that they missed. There may have been something between you two where I don't know, like a late night conversation or a meeting where you may have even anticipated that they would reach out to you or that they would make a move, but they kind of missed out on that, and you feel maybe confused as to whether they like you or not because of that, or you're confused as to whether the next move will be romantic towards you because of that, and they also feel that they missed that opportunity with you. They're kind of fearing rejection and openly admitting things to you. There is a nurturing energy here about this person. I do get that they're very gentle and kind, and that they would like to be with you and kind of show that nurturing side, but there's just such a chaos here in their internal space. With the Empress and the Six of Pentacles, that's where I'm seeing that nurturing, generous energy, and I'm seeing the chaotic internal kind of emotions here with the Tower card and the Five of Cups coming out in reverse. Also, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I think, is like that they're right now in this kind of hopeless situation, feeling like things might not get better at all. They're interested, but they're cautious towards you because of that. They're kind of wanting, like they dislike feeling this emotional exposure because of what has happened that has been really negative in their life. And that's kind of justifying this avoidant behavior, like this curious but guarded behavior, this hopeful but skeptical behavior towards you. All right. They may keep on bringing up old conversations with you. They may be bringing up, like, this person is very much looking at the past, looking behind. They're not really looking at the future. And they, like, you know, they're kind of, I mean, I don't know, you may be someone that they're depending on now. That you may be someone who they're reaching out to a lot and just being friendly and checking in with you a lot because they're kind of struggling and they're wanting that support from you. But in reality, like deep down, they're trying to test the waters and see if there is something romantic here. Let's take a look at the daily affirmations to provide us even more context here as to what's going on. So please, daily affirmations. All right, let's see what we got out there. So we have steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. And we have change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love. Okay, so that's kind of very on track with the tarot cards that we were getting earlier. This person is really moving towards you slowly with that steady progress of being fearful for their emotions, being fearful for what's happened in the past. But there is a change in direction coming soon. And there's this kind of wave that will come soon where they're going to be showing that more generous, open, nurturing side to you and letting go of some of that pain and some of that kind of emotional burden that they've been hoping. They really hope that you, like when it comes to what they hope happens between you two, I think they really hope that you come with this kind of warm energy towards them, with this kind of energy that you accept them, that you understand their struggles, that you're someone who's a friend, who's kind of supportive of them, right? Like they want to feel like you're someone who is not judgmental towards them, okay? For some of you, when I see opportunity to forgive, this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. This could even be your own ex. This could be someone that you were involved with before, and this pain could be even like the pain of your relationship, of your past relationship. And maybe they're the ones that did something wrong, but they're the ones that are now suffering with that emotional burden. And this opportunity to forgive card is exactly what they want. They want you to respond warmly. They want you to forgive them. They want you to come back into their life. That could be a situation for some of you. And here we've got go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. So I think this is for both sides. I think this is for you to say that you should make a move and should allow this person to come into your life. And I think this go for it card also reflects what they should do, which is that they should make a move towards you and they should be emotionally open with you and kind of let go of any sort of past trauma or pain that they're dealing with. I feel like that emotional state from looking at these cards would be someone who's almost a bit more depressive, restless, anxious, nostalgic, emotional, frustrated by this situation. They're tired of wondering what if with you, and they're kind of tired of some of these negative feelings that they've been suffering with. They really want the clarity of knowing that you would like them, because there's this heavy energy of like a fear of rejection and a fear of kind of how you'll react. Their next move towards you, I have a feeling, may be something quite subtle. So maybe something like reaching out to you on social media or sending you a message. I think like they'll try and avoid like an in-person contact or even giving you a call. I think in some ways they might apologize to you. So for many of you, if this is an ex, they'll apologize, they'll reference the past, they'll reference the past conversation, or maybe for some of you, this could be someone clarifying what has happened to them in the past and opening up about their emotional state and the trauma that they're dealing with. Okay. And what will trigger their next move, I think, will be this kind of change in direction. So maybe a new location, a new friend, something new coming into their life and disrupting this period of stagnation and pain and over ruminating and overthinking things. Okay. And they really hope that what happens between you two will be something, you know, where you feel receptive towards them, right? Or you feel like you're, I don't know, like you're open to this connection. All right, what they would want to say if they could say something to you. I want to protect and nurture you. So the angel numbers that are significant here are 66, 66, and 14, 14. And the letters to look out for in your name or in their name would be GNOSTI. And also look out for STI. Oh, yeah, okay. And 4, look out for 4s in their dates, in their birthdays, in your dates. STI, hopefully you don't get any STIs. Is STI also a form of STD? I don't know, but I hope not. Anyway, look out for 4s in your birthdays or in dates of birth and things like that. Those will be pertinent towards you here. And yeah, I want to protect and nurture you. So there's definitely that Empress energy and that 6 of Pentacles energy, that they really do feel those warm feelings towards you and that they hope that you'll reciprocate those. And then we also get You Make Me Smile. So we have 1818, 2323, HUJDBLP as significant letters to look out for in your name or in their name. And we also have the Jolly Joker card. So maybe there'll be some more playful energy coming into this connection. Maybe you do have a playful dynamic with this person, but recently there's been that shift of them being more sad or feeling like kind of distant from you or something like that. But I do see more of a happy kind of energy coming in, and this person is depending on you. Like they depend on you for that feeling of like happiness and emotional kind of nurturing, and yeah, you really are that person who makes them smile. Okay. And yeah, I think like in conversations with you two, what I'm seeing coming up is kind of a closure for something, like closure for what's happened in the past, or reconnection or regret, kind of these kind of themes coming up, or missed opportunities between you, or some trust issues or things like that. So I do see this kind of sudden shift after a period of not a lot of movement and after a period of stagnation between you two. Okay, energies when it comes to signs, I'm seeing Virgo coming through. I'm seeing Sagittarius energy coming through here. And I'm also seeing Capricorn. This person has some stubbornness to them. All right. Hopefully this reading has resonated with you. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel to support me, and comment and tell me what your situation is down below. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for watching. See you soon. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you so much for picking this beautiful yellow rose. Let's get into what their next move towards you will be. Let's start with the oracles. So we have Cleopatra coming out. When you are conquered, consider who wins. A queen must lead when a wife might follow, but both are diplomats. Be immortal, not defeated. And we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay, so from this energy, just straight away from these oracle cards, with Cleopatra being like such an empowered figure and very soon coming, I see that this person is going to be making a bold move towards you, okay? They're going to be telling you, like, they're at this point of urgency. Their next move is decisive. They're reaching a point where observing you or just hanging out with you is no longer enough. They're going to be definitely making that move towards you. They want momentum. They want the result of being with you. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards have to say here regarding this. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands coming out. We have the Five of Pentacles coming out in reverse. We have the Two of Cups coming out. We have the World card coming out here. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Lovers in reverse. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, wait. And let's do another card. We have the Six of Wands coming out in reverse. Okay, very interesting energies here. All right, I am getting this energy of momentum in general coming out here. I am getting this energy that this person will be reaching out to you. I get that with the Two of Cups. When I see the Five of Pentacles in reverse, I don't see this struggle, because this Five of Pentacle cards is usually the card of struggle. With it coming out in reverse, I'm getting that there won't be this struggle. There's not this stagnation or waiting. This person will be coming to you with an emotional offering. They will be extending their hand out like you see in the Two of Cups. The Ace of Swords tells me that they will communicate in quite an honest and straightforward way that they like you, and that this isn't the kind of person to hesitate with their feelings. They're becoming increasingly motivated here to act. But there are some cards coming out here with the Queen of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, and some of this Wand energy that is signifying to me that this person may be the type of person who's impulsive and who isn't the most kind of emotionally in tune. Like, I get this feeling that they're not too romantic, they're not very emotionally in tune, and that this might be a short-term relationship between you two, but that they will be making a move towards you, okay? The attraction between you two and the kind of spark and interest has grown a lot stronger recently. And I think they are worried that hesitation, like, this isn't the kind of person who hesitates, and this isn't the kind of person who lets like opportunities slip by, and they have this feeling that their hesitation will make this opportunity of being with you or of connecting with you slip by, right? They're quite empowered, like with the Cleopatra card. They're really like a dominant person, and they're definitely not shy. So if you got this shy energy and you felt attracted to another pile, then that other pile is calling you now, because this is someone with a lot of charisma and a lot of confidence, but they also have that emotionally kind of, like, they have a lower EQ, basically. That's what I'm getting with the Lovers card in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, that this may not be the best person to be in a long-term relationship with, or that your connection may be more short-lived, okay? This person recently has gained the confidence to act towards you, and they're shifting from just thinking about things to doing things, and to actually making and communicating with you. If I had to tell you like what their emotional state would be looking at these cards, I would say they're determined, they're excited towards you, they're passionate, they're courageous, they're impatient. They're quite focused on you, but as I said, some of the pitfalls here I see are like this kind of emotional, like this lack of emotional intimacy or connection, kind of, that they really struggle to have that emotional intimacy and connection with people, okay? I think like with the Ace of Swords, if I had to say what their next move would be, I think it's like, I think it would be like direct flirting. Like, I think it will be very direct communication. Like, they're not going to be hesitant. Like, the next time you see them, they're going to communicate really explicitly towards you about what this connection is. Like, there's not going to be any sort of doubt in your mind where you'll even have to consult the cards or consult spirit and think about whether or not they like you. You will just know that they like you. And they want you to perceive them as someone who is confident and kind of reliable and very intentional and serious about their interest towards you. But I feel like for some cases, I do definitely see that being kind of a facade. Like I can see that this person could maybe have a reputation of being a player or being like emotionally avoidant. I see that with the Queen of Cups and the Lovers in reverse, especially here. Okay, the way that they're going to approach this connection from now on is to reduce kind of the ambiguity between you two. So they're definitely going to be very explicit. They're going to create different opportunities to connect with you. So they may even invite you out to, like it may be kind of covert, like, oh, I'm going to invite you to like a friend gathering, but they'll be really flirtatious with you. Or for some of you, they may straight out just ask you for a date or to go see the movies or to go do something like that, where it's very clearly because they want like their relationship between you to progress. And I definitely see mutual feelings here between you and this person, and that they're going to acknowledge those feelings between you two, and that they'll be very explicit towards you. Okay, so the obstacles here, or the challenges, are really moving too quickly, failing to build that intimacy, going into something short term, and that may be what you want. So you have to clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. But for some of you, that may be what you want, but those can be the pitfalls if you're looking for something more long term, or if you're looking for a deeper connection, then those are the pitfalls that that may happen. And this person may kind of, sometimes if you're someone who likes to move more slowly, you may feel this pressure, and the other person may feel this frustration that things are progressing too slowly or too fast. So let's have a look at the daily affirmations to see what they have to say here about this. So we have energy work. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Cleanse and detoxify. Fresh air. And ground yourself. All right, so when I see these cards, I mean, with energy work and fresh air, I see that there is this bond between you guys. Like you both have been thinking, the energies are there, that you both have this mutual attraction and this connection. With fresh air, I think this connection will be like a breath of fresh air. Maybe this is the kind of excitement and playfulness that you've been looking for. Maybe you've been feeling a bit stagnant and a bit bored recently. So this will be this kind of fresh air. When I see cleanse and detoxify and ground yourself though, especially ground yourself, I'm really thinking about those pitfalls that I mentioned earlier, where you want to make sure that this is moving at the pace that you want it to move towards, because I'm definitely sensing that this next move towards you will be very flirtatious and very explicit. So if that's not what you want, then you need to make sure that you ground yourself, and you need to make sure that you're truthful in your own mind as to whether or not that's what you want. And always, as always, you should be prioritizing your self-care. So I really think that the Cleanse and Detoxify card from the Daily Affirmations reminds you to do that, okay? I think when I'm thinking about what this dynamic will look like, I definitely see them increasing a lot of contact towards you. I feel like there's definitely an invitation here. So I think for a lot of you, there'll be an invitation to some sort of event, or some sort of gathering or meeting or friend group. It can be more casual, it can be more serious for some of you, but there's definitely that invitation energy here that I'm getting. Let's have a look at what they would want to say to you if they could say something. And yeah, by the way, if you've been having mixed signals from this person, the next kind of chapter in this connection is a lot less mixed signals. All right, so we have you make me so distracted. So there's clearly that passionate, excited energy towards you, that energy of a romantic feeling towards you. So yeah, we get you make me so distracted. So the letters that I want you to look out for are B, M, C, D, A, I, and O in your name or in their name. And that means that this is resonating with you. Look out for the number 8 in dates of birth or in your birthday. And the angel numbers are 1616 and 8888. All right, they have you are the love of my life. So there's definitely that very intense energy from this person. And honestly, when I see this card, like for many of you, it may be a very positive thing to see. And for some of you, it will genuinely be that this is the love of your life. But I do think like these emotions are so intense for the beginning of your connection. And that kind of scares me in a way. Like, you know, that there is definitely that risk of this progressing way too fast. But again, letters to look out for in your name or their name is D, E, J, F, and Y. D has appeared twice, so that's especially pertinent here in this connection is D. And then 10 as the number, look out for that in your birthday, their birthday, birth dates and stuff like that. And angel numbers 11, 11, 10, 10, 45, 45. And I'm so excited when I'm with you. So there's definitely that excited, playful energy and intense kind of emotion towards you. That could be, as I said, for many of you, the pitfall here. And we have 2 R's coming out. We have L, K, O, F, W. So definitely look for D and R in your name or in their name. And the angel number 1111 has appeared twice. So that's very, very important. If you've been seeing that number recently, that's definitely like about this connection and about this reading. And 1212 and the number 2 as well is coming out to look for in birth dates or that kind of thing. Energies that I'm getting here, Aquarius, Pisces as signs are coming out for me here. Yeah, those are signs that are coming out for me. Very intense energy, very intense movement, excitement. So they're definitely going to make a next move, and their next move towards you will have no ambiguity. It will be very flirtatious, very explicit. And I'm really excited to see where this connection goes for you, pile 2. All right, so I hope this resonated for you. If it did, comment down below what your situation is. I'm really excited to hear it. I would really love to know more. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to support my channel. All right, see you, pile 2. Hello, pile 3. Today we're going to be looking at what their next move is towards you. Thank you for picking this beautiful metallic star flower. Let's take a look at what their next move is towards you. First, I'm going to look at the oracle cards to see what the general energy here is in this reading. So we've got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And we have Rihanna. The badder you are, the better it is. Sometimes you have to stick it out through the storm. You have to be strong to let yourself be weak. All right. Honestly, for these initial oracle cards, the energy that I'm getting is, and I know nobody wants to hear this, but I just want to be honest, the energy that I'm getting is to focus on yourself, to actually let go of this other person that you're thinking about and their next move towards you, because I really think that spirit and the universe is calling for you to focus on yourself. I feel like there's so much confidence and there's so much potential in you, and there's recently with your finances and career or your education or your path or your purpose, maybe you've slightly diverged from that. And I think that this is calling in for you to kind of specifically focus on that. When it comes to the person that you're referring to, I think for many of you, this will be a friendship connection where you're wondering if you've been having some mixed feelings. You're wondering if there's a romantic feeling between you two. I'm getting the Death card coming out in reverse here. I'm getting the 8 of Cups coming out in reverse. The 7 of Wands. The King of Pentacles. Anyway, what I was saying is this may be a friendship connection where you're wondering what the next move is, and we're going to see what it is in regards to that. But I just want to say, for the general feeling of this reading, I'm getting this feeling that you should focus on your own life and not what their next move will be, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out, the Queen of Wands. All right, and Judgment in reverse. Okay, so yeah, when I'm getting this, I think that there's something really difficult in your life right now, burdening you, creating a lot of pain. And I think that honestly, this person that you're thinking about and right now that's consuming your mind is kind of like a sense of escapism for you, and that you're focusing on your love life a little bit too much and running away from some other problems in your life. Honestly, that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting. And I know that's really hard to hear and not what you want to hear when you clicked on this video, but that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. In regards to this person that is on your mind, I think that they're a good friend to you, and I think that they probably don't want to ruin that friendship with you. I think there's someone that you look towards in tough times to kind of support you, and they're very gentle and caring, but maybe like, I don't know, I'm feeling like they really don't want to kind of ruin that friendship. I'm getting that with the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands cards makes me feel like this other person doesn't want to ruin your the friendship between you two. And I'm also getting this struggle here from the Seven of Wands, this struggle in your own mind as to what's going on in your life. With the Nine of Swords, I'm getting there's something really keeping you up at night and making you feel like you're struggling. That may be a lack of purpose or a lack of knowing what to do, a lack of clarity of where the next place is kind of headed. You feel like you're alone in these things. Like with the Six of Swords, I'm getting this kind of lonely vibe, like you're on this journey alone. Okay, you're worried about the future, but I think that there's hope. When I see the Death in Reverse card, I think that you should just stick to, like, I think that you're very scared that the path you're on is not correct right now, but I think you should just stick with that path. I think you should just be consistent, just focus on that path, and you will be greatly rewarded with that, with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands coming out here. I'm getting that you'll be spiritually rewarded, you'll be awarded with abundance and money. And I know this reading is completely not related to what their next move will be, but as I've established earlier, I really think that basically their next move won't be any move towards you, because I don't think that that's the message you need to hear right now. And I don't think that this other person is going to make a move towards you. Okay, I think that the message that you need to hear right now is in regards to yourself, because there's such a strong self energy here, and there's such a strong energy of like difficulties in your own life that will be overcome soon, and that will soon transform into something really great and into a lot of abundance. Okay, and as I said, like, many of you will probably click off this video or will feel like really disappointed by this pile, but that's just the energy here that I'm getting. I'm getting a focus on your finances and career. So if that's something that hasn't been going for you well recently, it really means that this is a time to kind of lock in and focus on that. And some of the ideas or the ventures that you have in your mind are good ideas and just require your consistent kind of disciplined effort. There's so much like potential in you as a person. There's so much confidence. Like, I really want you to kind of tap into that Rihanna energy, because I feel like there's a lack, like right now I feel like this is a moment of crisis for you, like a moment of low confidence, and I really want you to tap into that energy and just remember that you don't need love or a connection in your life to make you feel whole. You don't need to be with someone else to kind of find your power. If there's decisions and things that you've been struggling with, you feel like you don't know what the next chapter of your life will be, those decisions really will come to you in moments of silence and in moments of quiet, if you just allow yourself to see them in your mind. If you allow yourself for that quiet time, and to kind of, if you stop distracting yourself with like the idea of love, or I mean, I don't know, I don't want to make it sound like the idea of love is a distraction, because love is a very important part of your life, but I don't think that this is the right time for that. And that's why I don't think that this person on your mind will be making a next move, because I think it's in a way to kind of protect you, to kind of say like, hey, this isn't the right time. This isn't the right time for them to be making a move towards you, because this is a time to kind of focus on your own self-healing, focus on yourself. All right, let's see what the daily affirmations are telling us here to get some more kind of clarity in regards to this situation. So we have blessing in disguise. We have law of attraction. We've got Cupid coming out, and we have new partner coming out, which is completely contradictory to what we were saying earlier. So, what appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. Cupid. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. New partner. A chance meeting is no mistake, is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Okay, so the way that I understand this in relation to what we were saying before is that this genuinely is a good time for you to focus on yourself. I do think that this reading in itself can be a blessing in disguise. If you're really like, if this is not the news that you wanted to hear, then like maybe it's actually the news that you should be hearing. You know what I mean? It's not like what you want to hear, but you should hear it. And blessing in disguise, I'm getting the feeling that the person on your mind that you're asking about, so what their next move will be, this is actually the person who's not interested in you, who will just remain friends with you, who won't actually do anything with you. But because you're sending out that romantic energy, law of attraction will bring in a new partner and new romantic energy. As I said, I still stand by focusing on yourself and focusing on your own abundance and your own life. But I do think via doing that, you will have that attractive energy, that law of attraction, to bring in romantic, like Cupid and a new partner. This new partner, I think, will be someone who you've never met before, won't be a friend, won't be someone in your life, just completely new energy coming in and a completely new chapter. That's kind of how I'm understanding the spread of this cards, going from blessing in disguise to law of attraction to Cupid to new partner. I think this is more of an extended timeline, like longer term. I'm talking 6 to 12 months. And I still feel as though the tarot cards are really focusing on your own energy and your own healing and overcoming some of the negative situations in your life right now. Okay, let's have a look at what Spirit or the universe wants you to hear, what it would say to you. So we have, I wish I had your confidence. So this is really, again, like leaning into that Rihanna energy, is like working into your confidence. So we have A coming out. So that's a very kind of like pertinent letter in your name or in their name to see that this is resonating, but especially in your name, since this reading is so much about you. And also A, I'm going to say that if you're studying, you're going to get an A on your exams, or you're going to get the perfect score. So I have A, X, U, R, M, H, V. So look for those letters in your name. And we have 1717 and 7777. So sevens are really important here. This could be your birthday, your date of birth, or any sort of numbers that you've been seeing. If you've been seeing those angel numbers recently, then they're really important. So we have here confidence, being empowered, leaning into your own life, okay? And then I also have You Are a Queen coming out. So we have 9999, 1919 coming out. We have Queen energy. So we have nines are very important. That could be in your birthday or date of birth. And then we have R, B, E, K, and T coming out. So those can be in your name or your surname. So look out for that. Yeah, I really think that this is about leaning into yourself, into your own confidence, and becoming like the best version of yourself. And then you'll bring in that Cupid and new partner energy, as I said, with a timeline of about like 6 to 12 months, I'm saying. Okay, and I do see a lot of the problems becoming resolved in your own life. So although this is not necessarily what you wanted to hear in the what's their next move reading, I hope that this has given you some clarity, and I hope that this has given you, I hope that you resonate with this message, or that your situation resonates with this message and it will get better. So please comment that down below and let me know if you feel like this is accurate. And if you enjoyed this video, to support my channel, please give me a like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Pearl Free, for watching.